Good evening, Randomania. And for those of you who are still here from the earlier race, thanks for sticking with us. And for those who are coming in, welcome and welcome back, and whichever. Tonight we have a wonderful race. It is game two in the bonus bracket of RedBirdGrad versus Homerjsmash. I am Andrasia, and here serenading you with me is Fry Teeth. How are you doing today, Fry?
I'm good. Looking forward to this one tonight.
Absolutely. Did you catch game one last night by any chance?
I did not. I actually was racing pretty much at the same time as them last night. So
It was incredible. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it was one of those. In any other seed, it would have been why the heck would I dig this in the first place kind of seeds. And Homer J Smash did win, so Redbird Grad's remorse flag, as we can see up on the screen here, is that Ganon will be required. And we are off. Starting off with the magical boomerang, the wooden arrows, and just the Triforce of either 4 or 5, because we don't know whether we've got first or second quest for our front half yet.
and
Not the worst
got
thing
a
to start
level
with,
already.
not the best. And our level headers are off, so if Palette Shuffle is off, then that's either 4 or 6. But if it is on, then we have no idea what that's going to be.
And Redbird is heading down towards start to check for the sword, and it is there at start. And we've got Wizrobes on the overworld.
Oh god, and Lionel's. Sometimes the overworld enemy sets can make travel and exploration extremely prohibitive.
But that's one of those fun ones that it makes the overworld travel not so nice, but it sometimes makes the dungeons a lot easier.
Absolutely. Yeah, the only difficult enemy now that we'll probably have in dungeons is going to be Dark Nuts.
RedBirdGrad is going to come back to this level that he found. J-Smash is going to leave because he doesn't have a sword yet.
And it is based on these two rooms, it is extremely likely that this is going to be Second Quest 3. More will be revealed once the staircase is taken.
J-Smash is going to pick up his sword right now as well.
Oh yeah, and with the compass and it being all the way in the corner there, that's definitely Second Quest 3. Or a very coincidental shape.
Do we know what our red bubble curse is yet?
It looks like inverse controls.
Always a fun one to deal with.
Oh yes.
Actually, of the 3 possible ones, that's the one I like the best.
Honestly, same. Because you can kind of get in the groove of those inverse controls. Slow motion does not go away, and swordless is swordless.
J-Smash is going to head over to the grave section, presumably to look for the Armos item. And we see our bait block in 3 is not going to do anything.
Completely irrelevant. It's the key block that's more worrisome.
And a ladder block, but he does find a key.
And a nice bomb refill with all the Dodongos in that room.
The Triforce, I believe, was in the 1Q4 spot.
Right corner, so that would be level 5 given our second quest front half. Something that I always forget when it comes to second quest dungeons is that recording, the recorder route is in the order that the dungeons would still be in vanilla first quest. So if you got full second quest dungeons, your recorder route is 1, 3, 2, 5, 4, 6, 8, 7. That can be very confusing sometimes.
Alright, and
Speaking of the recorder, we don't know yet. Well, first of all, where it is. Second of all, whether it's going to be beaten or unbeaten dungeons.
I believe we've got 2 heart containers in level 3. And I think Homerjsmash picked up the Armos item. I didn't see what he got, but he's got an extra heart container, so I'm guessing the Armos item up at the grave was also a heart container.
I do think you're right, because the Smash didn't really go into level 3 at all. We've got vanilla shell prices. And we got a boomstick seed.
Homerjsmash picks up an early candle, and that's nice because it looks like extra candles are off, so you've got to buy one in this seed. But that's not a fun screen to get through.
Definitely not. Wizrobes and Lionel's in the same screen. But we do get the a 30 secret there.
And this is always the worst to me as you come through the forest with the Wizrobes phasing in and out.
Oh god, yeah. And we do have, I believe, a mixed overworld.
We do, because it looks like that spot didn't burn, but we saw the first quest 3, which looked like first quest 3, so we know.
Was that? I couldn't remember. Did we have a brown first quest 3 or did we have a green one?
I don't recall.
Because that's a very good way to tell in mixed overworld. If you've got the first quest 3, but it is if the outside of the dungeon is brown, it's mixed first. If it's green, it's mixed second.
RedBirdGrad is going to find his candle shop, but doesn't quite have enough money to pick that up yet. Homerjsmash is just trying to get into this staircase, and he finds the any roads, so those have been shuffled today.
So far, so good. Dead Woods to the northeast, to the Forgotten Spot. To Spectacle Rock. So a few of them are kind of close to each other as far as like the number of screens, but also travel-wise, still a very good group of any roads.
Yeah, especially because the one is right next to start, so
Oh yes.
that's very helpful. And amounts are not shuffled. We've seen 10, 30, and 100 already.
Yep. I believe that secrets are tied to shop prices. So if shop prices are shuffled, then or if shop prices are vanilla, then you're gonna have vanilla secrets. Don't quote me on that though. Redbird finds a level. And Smash finds a game over.
Yeah, that one's not going to cost him too much time though, because he's just going to be able to take the any roads right back.
Absolutely.
His biggest concern is he has not been able to get a bomb drop yet. Yeah. Wonder if he's thought about going to, you've got a bomb shop just a couple screens from start.
That's a good question.
So there's a fun NSU room trying to get around through those bubbles.
Does get a heart for his troubles though.
just a rough screen to get through.
Very much so.
Yeah, if he just go... And now I think he's going to go buy some bombs.
And we've got 2 floor hearts here, so this has to be level 1 that Redbird's in right now.
So we've definitely got Heart Shuffle on.
Or, no. Wait.
Yeah, second quest 1 would have 2 floor items.
That's right, yeah. And the map confirming just that. So far, all of the enemies appear to have been rolling vanilla HP.
And we've got level 9. And that is going to be either first quest or shapes. Homerjsmash was trying to figure out what it was. Something I like to do if I'm not sure yet. You know, you go up and that first room where you can't get in, if there's a door on the right, then you know it has to be shapes.
It's definitely a good way to remember that.
So unfortunately not finding a lot of items early on, but given this overworld, the heart containers aren't a bad thing to find.
That is very true. Although, Redbird full clearing 2 dungeons and only getting hearts. Probably not the way that he wanted to start the seed off.
No. I don't think he got the Triforce out of level 3 either.
I don't think he did.
I don't recall what was blocking him. Was he maybe key blocked in there?
Yes.
So Homerjsmash is now going to take a shot at level 3. So he'll at least get some extra health to help him through the overworld.
Red took the Triforce from 1, so he is completely done with that dungeon. Heart Shuffle brings a whole new dimension to the game as well, because you get dungeons like we see in 1 and 3 that only have hearts, and then you might run into second quest 4 or level 8 that have 3 extremely important items all in them.
So it's kind of funny, we're watching Homerjsmash take the exact same route as Redbird did. He went down, saw the key block, back up, got the key, heads back down.
Yeah. It's like an extended pirouette, almost.
Homerjsmash just trying to get through this room on 1 heart. Or half a heart at this point.
Difficult to do, especially getting bopped back and forth between inverse controls and regular controls.
Yeah, that's when I'd probably just move on to the next room and come back. Because he's taken out a few things in this room. I wouldn't lose the progress that he's made.
And that's exactly what happened. The good thing about all the hearts that Redbird has found is once he finds the white sword gate, no matter what it is, he's going to be able to pick it up.
say we're 14 minutes, and the rate he's going, he's going to be eligible for Magical Sword pretty soon.
Yeah,
If those are available today.
true. There may or may not be those sword upgrades. Of course, at this rate, we may end up having, what, like an 18-minute mags? Even if there isn't a sword upgrade, though, Redbird is no stranger to combat. He is one of very few people who have ever completed the vanilla run of Zelda 1 without taking a single hit of damage. Homerjsmash is going to try his hand. A dungeon up in the 30 secret spot. Just gonna check Monocle Rock real quick. No dice.
Homerjsmash gets his bad news that he's going to need to find another key somewhere before he can come back. And wherever Redbird is, this level may be short-lived also, because we're seeing a fairly quick key block there as well.
Given where he came in, I would want to. It's only a couple of rooms, but I'd hazard again the either level 85. But without keys, he's not going to get very far.
So Homerjsmash does leave 3 with only one of the 2 heart containers, but fortunately he's not going to miss that. If he wants it, he's got to come back anyway.
Well, we had a bomb wall open up on the right for Redbird.
So yeah, this may be level 6.
Seems the most likely.
See the
Unless he
magical
stumbled
sword
into
on.
a Shapes dungeon.
So we just saw the magical sword on Homerjsmash's side. So magical sword is available. So the white sword is also available.
We've got a Dig Dogger room right here. And with that being a bait block, this has got to be first quest 7 that Redbird's in. And we find a magical shield, which he's gonna go ahead and pick up.
Definitely something I'd pick up with all those Wizrobes on the overworld. That could be very helpful.
I am astonished though that Redbird is actually digging level 7 this early on in the game.
Well, you've got to get the Triforce at some point, so
True.
why not now?
There's just, of course, the meme of Redbird in level 7.
But you got to get it over with.
Yeah. Better now when you're looking for the items anyway. The happy thing, though, about this seed is that we see that the bait block is not required at all.
Alright, Homerjsmash has found another level. And another heart container.
And this level fuchsia. You have any guesses as to what it might be?
Not yet. Fury in chat is saying he thinks it's level 8, and I think he's right. First quest 8.
Yeah, with the entry at the neck of the lion, basically.
And there we've got first quest 7 confirmed on RedBird's side map.
Oof, and a death.
Found our transport on Smash's side.
RedBird's gonna go ahead and opt out. Smash gets bopped around a bunch by those BMOS turrets right into the gorillas. And RedBird's gonna find level 8.
Yeah, the only concern for RedBird right now is, we're over 20 minutes in. Hasn't found a candle yet. Or hasn't gotten one yet. He may have seen the shop where Smash got his.
Potentially. And I mean, aside from that shield, he has still only found hearts.
But he is possibly eligible. He may have enough hearts for Magical Sword. We don't know how many hearts that's going to be today.
Which, based on where Smash was earlier, I believe is in very close vicinity to where this level 8 is.
It's near, but you need a candle to get in that Magical Sword
True.
location.
And we do have the bow and 8. It's an excellent item to find.
And we know we've got to have that today, with Ganon being required. So, very important find this early.
Extremely.
Because I always feel like if going into 9 without the silvers is okay, because there's a good chance you'll find those in 9. But I always want the bow earlier.
Oh yeah. Especially because Goma blocks can still exist even if Ganon's not required.
This Manhandla is not playing nice here. I think he's used 7 bombs on it so far.
And just gets completely trolled. 1 heart left in a not particularly easy area of combat.
Oh, but that's right, he's got the arrows and hit it once and took a death.
Definitely a good play to make though, switching to the bow there. Just a couple of seconds too late on it. And the other item in 8 is the wand. Very nice thing to find, especially with the boomstick.
With Wizropes on the overworld, that's an even better find, because you're going to be able to do double damage now to pretty much anything you're going to run into inside of dungeons.
Yeah. And if they come across the right money in the right time to buy the book for the boomstick, then most of combat is kind of a joke. Both of our runners making great work out of level 8 though. These rooms haven't been particularly kind.
The arrow's proving to be useful for Homerjsmash, but now he's out of money.
Thankfully, there are some of the money-dropping enemies, which of course in this game translates to arrow-dropping enemies.
We've got a coma block there on RedBirdGrad's side, which we know shouldn't be a problem in this level 8, but he hasn't found the bow yet.
RedBird getting manhandled a little bit by the manhandler. Much more cooperative that time. Finds the map, does not need it.
And finds a compass.
Which, Homerjsmash is very close to that room.
Head straight up there. And it's gonna take him right to get that bow.
Perfect route to take.
Homerjsmash unfortunately is not going to be able to get that compass because he's out of keys. And yet another manhandler up there.
And RedBird is going to continue to dig, probably in the interest of finding that third item. I mean, with his as much of level 8 as he's already covered.
I'm sure he'll be disappointed to find that the heart container is the third item.
Yeah. That will give him a 40% chance of mags, though. Which, once he buys that candle, is very close by. Or maybe he did pick up the heart. He might be farming for keys.
It's true, because that heart was right by the start of this level.
That's right. Oh, that's right. Homerjsmash had, that manhandler had, killed him, and that was why he wasn't able to get to the Triforce room. does find his wand.
I'm sure he's going to be very happy to find that now.
Oh, absolutely. Redbird's gonna get his Triforce out of 8.
J-Smash, unfortunately, because he was short keys, he's going to end up doing more of this 8 than I'm sure he wants to.
Yeah, even if you can find workaround, it still takes much extra time. Wow, I can speak English.
So Redbird's going to head over and pick up his candle, I would assume. So it's got to be awfully tempting to pick up that book.
He was a couple of pennies short of that, unfortunately. And he's going to head back into the forest.
And he's going to get another heart container here.
Heart Shuffle always seems to be one extreme or the other. Either people go into level 9 with 5 or 6 hearts, or they go in with a full stock. But 11 is not enough for Mags.
Get our first look at the south coast.
We see a 20 rupee door there. Another shop.
We may finally get our first look at the coast item, half an hour in.
Another bonus cave. Redbird is up to 12 hearts, with a heart on the coast.
So by my count, are we only missing one heart container at this point? Other than the other two take any's?
Yeah. Which at this point is going to mean just finding item after item. The next dungeons that we dig.
So J-Smash has unfortunately full cleared this level 8, except for one room, it looks like.
Yep, just north of that manhandler that ate all of his bombs.
Of course, this time he gets it on the first try.
And gets the bomb drop. I guess he was apologizing. Then running immediately into another man.
But with the wand, it's going to be a much easier fight to finish.
Extremely.
He gets his Triforce, and Redbird heads back into level 7.
Which we saw the shield in 7. Did we see the floor item?
I don't believe so. But the question is, at this point, do you just Triforce and go at this point, knowing there's a 50-50 shot at Silvers in 9?
At this point, more than likely, yeah. And just if the weight of the Triforce is cool, if you don't, you still have everything you need. Red just done enough money for the book again.
Homerjsmash. Now, checking out the south coast, and he's going to be disappointed by what he finds there.
RedBird going into the infamous level 7 track room. Oh, gets wall mastered. That was absolutely rude.
That's about the worst possible place it could have happened. As far away from start as he could have been.
Yeah, the complete opposite end.
Homerjsmash is going to head into level 7 as well. He's leaving, I assume, to get that key door open. Right back again.
At this point, the best item for either our runners to find would be the any key. And keeping
ladder,
or the ladder, yeah. In both of their minds, I mean, there's more than a 50% chance that the silvers will be in 9. Chad making a good point that Dig Dogger could be blocking the Triforce.
So Homerjsmash finds his shield, and he's also going to pick it up. So we found one item early in this 7, and since then nothing.
And there's our Triforce in 7. All the way at the other side of the dungeon.
So RedBird's starting to open up a bit of a lead here. He's already full cleared level 1 that Homerjsmash hasn't found yet. And now he's out of 7 with the Triforce.
And RedBird has also found both of the hearts in 3, whereas Smash has only found one of them.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna really take up much time, because I'm sure Smash will clear that room when he comes back to level 3, because they've both got to go back there anyway, and that room's right on the way to the Triforce. No, we have not seen the power bracelet yet. And we have hints up at the top of the waterfall, but based on what we've seen so far, those aren't... I don't think we've seen any useful hints at all. So.
It's you need the book for them.
Okay.
Yeah, because everybody's sorry. Which Redbird barely a quarter short of the book at this point. And yeah, with that brown level 3 there, we are definitely at mixed first quest, so we are going to have 3 of the Hundo secrets.
So I would expect that boomstick is very much in play for both of our runners, especially because you can buy just one screen from start.
Yeah.
Another take any down in the southwest corner.
Redbird does pick up that part. He's at 13 now. At this point, he's got a 2 and 3 chance of getting the. Oh! Speaking of Hundo secrets, Fred. That one was in its vanilla spot.
So he up A's, and I assume heading straight for that boomstick.
Yeah, especially with a hint shop right by as well. He's gonna have enough money for a couple of those hints, and then could reset for them, or... Oh, yeah. Heading directly back into 3. And the book is an atlas, I believe. I don't think that we saw a map pickup in 3.
The only thing at this point is we're still missing 4 levels. We may not need level 5 because they already have that Triforce, but we have not seen 2, 4, 5, or 6.
And
Correct, it wasn't Atlas because he just walked by the map.
it's always a nice... You know, most of our runners do know the shape of what our vanilla dungeon shapes are, of course. But without dungeon headers, walking into a dungeon for the first time and immediately seeing the map and knowing where you're at can make a huge difference.
Yeah, I think Homer thinks he's ladder blocked in 7. Or he may have been bomb blocked. He's run out of bombs, unfortunately. Yeah, it looks like he believed he was bomb blocked because he was out there farming bombs. Now he's heading back in.
Redbird going through Candle Row doesn't really find anything of use.
But he will find level 9 here in a moment.
Nice bright orange skull. Does pick up the letter there, just south of 9.
I think at this point...
don't have the power bracelet. What are you doing?
So I think the play here is to head up to Death Mountain. Because either our remaining levels are, some of them may be corridor or power bracelet blocked, or stuff is on Death Mountain.
Yeah. We have a 14 heart mags.
We see the bomb upgrade on J-Smash's side, 122 rupees for that. I don't think we're going to see anyone pick that up, given that if you do have that much money, you're probably going to save up for Boomstick anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's right. I think that is only a 10% chance of a 14 heart magical sword, because it's
with the 50-50 shuffle.
It's 50-50 to shuffle, and then 1 in 5 to be that. Alright, so at this point we're down to, outside of, recorder, etc., blocked spots, we're down to Death Mountain and the Grave for our remaining levels.
Which Redbird is making that play immediately to Death Mountain.
And just, unfortunately for J-Smash, with the amount of time he spent in this level 7, Redbird's lead is just going to continue to grow here. J-Smash did finally find the compass, so he knows where he needs to go to get out of here.
We've got level 2. In southeast Death Mountain, right by the, just a couple of screens away from the Forgotten Spot.
We've got Dark Nuts, but on Boomstick that shouldn't be too bad.
Will we come across our level 2 item? And if so, what will it be? Well, either one, I guess. Another nice part about Boomstick is having infinite bombs to use to check walls in the dungeons. Also,
finally out of level 7, but interestingly, neither one of them went to, I don't think either one of them went to that one room past where the Triforce was.
I know Redbird didn't, so yeah.
And I just, while you're down there, given there's an item left in level 7, I think it would make sense to want to check that one last room.
Well, we've got the white sword in level 2 that is ladder blocked from that angle, at least. Oh, shoot.
J-Smash is gonna get into level 1 right now. We know there's no useful items in here, but let's see what he decides to dig out of here, what he comes across.
It's going to be a much faster dig for him than it was for Redbird. Just based on sheer equipment.
I believe that was the first heart container already.
And we've got the Lord Banana in level 2.
J-Smash gets his Triforce, and is he gonna leave immediately? No, he's gonna go back in. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Redbird does pick up that white sword though. I mean, only a one screen detour for that extra power.
Well, fortunately that other heart container was only one room further, so he's gonna get that, be able to get out of here.
And Redbird gets a compass drop. Nice thing to find. Only a couple of screens away, so you can make a beeline.
That 100 secret J-Smash is starting to get in the area of enough money to think about the boomstick himself.
And we got the Triforce out of 2 for Redbird. Overworld enemies saying, no, Redbird, you're not ready to leave level 2 yet.
J-Smash is going to up A and head back to start, and he may do the same thing that Redbird did, which is find this 100 secret that I don't think he picked up earlier, and then grab, well, maybe not. Looks like he's going to go to level 3.
Yeah, he's got to clear out 3 first.
Redbird finds level 4 on Death Mountain as well.
Terrible dungeon. Second quest forward.
It's one of my least favorites. That's another favorite piece of boomstick to me, is just go ahead and use it on the Dodongos like that.
Oh yeah. Just immediate dinosaur murder.
So J-Smash will come back to this room that he struggled in a couple times earlier, and with the wand it ought to be a lot easier.
Absolutely.
He's going back up here to where it was ladder blocked.
Despite the sheer size of level 4, the fact that it has 3 items, does Redbird dig it?
I probably wouldn't. You've got a 50% chance of silvers in 9. So that would be my play, is just to head for 9 as quickly as you can. So J-Smash does get his heart container, and he may be thinking that he's got a shot at Magical Sword at this point. Little does he know it's 14 hearts.
Dr. Blue does make a good point. The lack of digging 4 was Redbird's undoing in the previous match, so it may be very possible that he is going to dig 4, especially given the fact that it's Heart Shuffle. You know, the ladder may end up being required. The could find any key that would make everything a lot easier to get through.
Smash has his 13th heart.
Wonder if he's gonna make that play for Mags as well.
It's pretty far out of his way right now. If there's a time to make that play, it's before level 9, since it's only 2 screens from there.
True. J-Smash does get his hundo and is more than likely gonna go ahead and grab that book right now. We see the red candle in level 4.
So, right now we're looking still for level 6 as well. And by my count, we've got 8 overworld spots left before we need to go digging for an item.
We do see a compass pickup on Redbird's side though.
And heart container, and he's definitely not making a play for magical sword, because getting that would have guaranteed magical sword for him.
Yeah. About almost an hour into the seed with white sword and boomstick, there's not really any need for Mags.
No. Runs into a mugger, but able to just walk by him.
Almost walked by him right into that pulse voice though, which would have taken him out.
J-Smash is going to go by a clue, and it says that clue indicates the power bracelet's in 6. But at this point, we don't know if the clue hints are true or not.
Very true.
Oh no, actually, I think we do because we've seen Community, so we know these are mixed hints.
Yes.
And so I believe that means that the hints are true. I don't think Community hints can mix with Deceptive.
No.
So that would suggest that we don't need the power bracelet. But 2 of the 3 hints not useful.
Our runners have left very few stones unturned at this point.
RedBird's about to check our last bomb spot on Death Mountain.
Finds level 5.
Level 5.
Even though we do have the Triforce out of 5, it's a relatively small dungeon, and it could end up containing something extremely important.
Walks right into the Triforce, though. Yeah, I would assume he didn't want that. But he's leaving.
Interesting.
Alright, so with that spot that J-Smash just checked, unless I've got something marked wrong, level 6 is either going to be behind a raft spot, a recorder spot, or one of the 2 ladder spots.
Did they? Was there anything about no feat of strength required?
No, the hints that J-Smash bought were 2 of them were community hints, and the other one was said
That's
the
our power
bracelet was in
bracelet.
6.
Power bracelet was in 6, so definitely can't be required to get there.
And we've got the floor item in 4, the floor item in 7, 2 items in 5, and we have not seen the white sword item either.
Which the white sword item could be behind an exploration block as well.
Or in fact, we know it has to be at this point.
True. Yeah, because we have full cleared literally everything else.
So J-Smash finds level 4.
I mean, there could end up being a chain reaction of sorts.
Depending on how he approaches this 4, this could save him some time, or...
RedBird is going back into 4.
Just looking for the floor item now.
Which is the blue
magical
boomerang.
So, he up-A's.
I think that was to save out of that bubble curse.
Oh, that's true.
And I think he's gonna any road back to 5 at this point. Because 5 and 6 are the only dungeons we have not seen.
Well, we still have a floor item in 7.
True, okay. Oh!
Yes, we had Stairheart in level 4.
RedBird takes a death to those... the Death Mountain Tumble. Yeah, Fairy Fountain refill beforehand, right by the, right by start, right by that any road.
What are we thinking we might have now? Something like, have to go into 5, which is the only level you didn't need to go into because you had the Triforce to dig out, the raft to get maybe to the white sword item, which is the recorder.
Yeah.
Something fun like that.
Yeah, the raft to a white sword recorder.
Got a ladder block. At least for part of this level 5. There we go. You gotta go get the ladder out of 7 to come back to 5.
We've got the raft.
There's the raft. J-Smash gets his Triforce out of 4. Let's see if he goes back in.
Now here's where... What if the Triforce in 6 is digged or blocked, but the recorder is ladder blocked in 5 and the ladder's in 6?
Redbird's going to continue digging for this floor item, which I think is a smart move right now. You don't want to have to come back up to this level 5. It's not in a terribly convenient place to get back to.
Yeah, there isn't any road nearby, but still, there's nothing else close.
Two was up on Death Mountain. It's one screen south of First Quest 9. J-Smash also finding level 5. See if he decides to stay in here as well. And unfortunately, he's gonna leave.
There's the recorder in 5. So we've got the raft and the recorder. That opens up everything else that the... Heck, the recorder might even take him immediately to level 6. And it does. Really funny thing, though, is that recorder could have been beaten dungeons vanilla locations, or it could have been unbeaten new locations, with it being where it is. Immediately finds that completely unnecessary power bracelet.
And a
ladder blocked.
Ladder block. Alright, where do you go looking for the ladder at this point? Because the ladder is either the lore item in 7, or it's the white sword item.
I look for a white sword item before I go back into 7. And I think that's what RedBird is doing as well.
J-Smash sees his boomerang. He's now seen both items in level 2. But he's gonna go pick up his white sword before he leaves.
RedBird's gonna check that Graver sport. Recorder spot. Wow. Words are hard, okay. No dice on that one.
J-Smash is actually not going to pick up his white sword. He may figure that with Boomstick he doesn't need it, and that with 13 hearts, you know, it'll be no problem to get a magical sword.
Reserves tell RedBird that he is not getting into that PvP. But he's gonna check the raft. West raft spot has some money. Only 10 money.
J-Smash gets his Triforce out of level 2, so we're now even on I've got a huge excavation. All of the items that he needs, or all the items that he is likely to need.
Yeah, at this point he's just canvassing all the other spots, and there we go.
There it is.
Power bracelet blocked. white sword ladder.
So it's starting to look very likely that we've got red ring and silvers in 9. Because the only other items that we haven't seen, we're missing the any key, and we're missing a heart container. So a double dip of level 6 was required.
And it confirms that at level 5, the one Triforce that they already had was also required.
You had to go into 6 to get the power bracelet, to leave, to come back and go get the ladder.
Gotta love those double dip seeds, you know?
We'll see where Homerjsmash decides to go. Because I don't think he found any of the items in 4.
I don't think he did either.
So does he go back to 4 or does he go back into 5? I'd go into 5. Just because I don't like second quest 4.
4 might have more items, but 5 is a heck of a lot smaller.
And that is where he's going. But Redbird gets his Triforce out of 6, and unless level 9 is really bad, this is gonna be tough for Homerjsmash to come back from.
Absolutely.
Homerjsmash does make the right decision to come into level 5.
He's gonna find his recorder pretty soon.
First he's gonna run into that raft, which we know isn't very useful.
But at this point, you know, he's pulling out all the where the heck level 6 is.
Redbird grabs a potion.
Level 9 is at the screen where Redbird just went into. Northeast of Star. The North Star, that is. It's always interesting when level 9 funnels you into one direction.
Looks like he's gonna start taking staircases. Try and find those silvers. Because we know we need them. Biggest issue to me is that one key.
Answer potato in chat, yes. Ganon required was was Redbird's remorse flag.
This is another one of those cases where you're very happy that you have that boomstick. And there's Zelda.
We've got our girl. Now we've just gotta find our guy. You know, the two genders, Ganon and Zelda.
And the silvers.
Okay, the 3 genders, you got me.
Alright, I didn't notice, but I assume that Homerjsmash picked up his recorder because he's left level 5.
I don't believe he did. I think he might be headed into 4.
Oh, he let it leave without the recorder. Alright, so we've got 3 of our sets of transport staircases so far. We get
East, West, and Southwest.
gets a compass, although we don't really need that at this point.
It's a lot easier to see that on the mini map up in the HUD than to keep looking back at your tracker, though.
Homerjsmash, unfortunately, heading back to level 4.
And Redbird finds those silvers.
Just
And
as
Homerjsmash finds a red candle.
Red candle. So now we just need to find Ganon, and once we do, that's gonna be it.
And though it's not absolutely 100% confirmed, I think it's safe to say that the rest of our items would be the any key as the floor item in 7, and the red ring is the other item in 9. Because everything else has been accounted for.
Yes, and to answer in chat, the any key could be in 9, but we've 50-50 to have red ring and silvers in 9, so it
And
would
with only
be very surprising.
Yeah, and with only 2 items at large, that's essentially a 75% chance that the red ring would be in 9.
Redbird is unfortunately out of keys.
Here's Ganon.
And with white sword and potion in hand,
Gonna make very short work of it.
I think he's in good shape here.
Trolling away from that stun lock, though. There we go.
Ganon's down, and he's gonna up A back to start, and it's just not a terribly long walk to finish this one off.
And just like game 1, a very convoluted dig for that required item.
So we're going to be going to a game 3 here.
Everybody get those GGs out for RedBirdGrad as he walks into Zelda's room right now. And finishes with an official SRL time, 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 3 seconds. And we do have a match at 11:30 p.m. So we are. Homerjsmash has decided that he is going to finish out this seed, but Redbird will be joining us in the commentary booth briefly. And there he is. GG, my love.
Yo, thank you. Appreciate that.
So just like game one, this seed involved a very convoluted dig through a level with a Triforce that you already had.
Like, we started with one Triforce, and the Triforce we had contained the items that we needed to beat the game.
And how about that level 6? Recorder required to get in there. Gotta grab the power bracelet to go somewhere else to get the ladder to come back to finish the level.
It was unreal. Like, and then I'm sitting there. The first item I pick up in 5 was the raft, and I'm like, do I want to bet my entire tournament on 2 overworld spots? Like, no, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. So I'm lucky I stayed in. Well, not really lucky. I wasn't gonna do it. I was just gonna stay in 5 for whatever was the second item, and happened to be recorder, which was fun.
Okay, J-Smash actually did exactly that. He went in and got the raft and left. And
there's no way. There's so many spots that you either needed power bracelet or a recorder for, and I was hoping it was recorder in there. And then when I got into 6 and I'm like, there's a ladder block, I'm like, and I have the floor item in 8 not marked on my tracker. I don't know what I picked up. So I'm sitting there going, do I re-clear all of 8, or do I start looking in the overworld for the white sword item?
Yeah, I think you did get the floor item. It was in 8. It was a heart container. It was just a couple rooms in.
Okay, I figured it was, because when I started counting, I was 1 heart off, and it just unreal.
J-Smash was
Yeah, I saw.
doing a little J-smashing of the recorder there.
No, I saw in IRC what his remorse flag is, and he said 0 HP enemies. And after this seed, I'm down with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Good God. I tell you what, that I got really, really bummed out when I went through 3. In the very first room, I get reverse bubble 8, and I'm like, oh, come on. It didn't put me in a good mood to start this seed.
Understandable.
The reverse is terrible.
See, reverse, I think, is the least of the 3 evils.
Really, my brain just does not process it. Like, I can't wrap my head around it at all. Not quickly, not when you're trying to fight, whatever is in the room.
Yeah, that makes sense.
J-Smash just got into level 6, and he's about to find that ladder block.
Oh, man.
That is just the meanest level 6 to ever exist. Just in terms of 3 rooms in, you find 1 item and you use that item elsewhere.
I almost stayed in 6 because I mean the odds of silvers being outside of 9, because we hadn't seen red ring either, were astronomical. I almost stayed in 6 for the any key. And when I got down to Ganon with no keys, and I heard the roar, and it was just like through that door down to the south. I was sure it was to the south. And I'm like, son of a gun, I should have stayed in 6. And luckily there was another way.
But we still had one. The any key didn't have to be in 6. I don't think we ever saw the floor item in 7.
It was a heart.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, I picked that up like very early my first time through, or my only time through.
Yeah,
no, my
so
first time through.
I mean, with the basically a 75% chance that the any key is the stair item in level 6.
Yeah.
Because we didn't see the red ring, but with the 50-50 flag, and then the 50-50 chance from the 50-50 flag.
Yeah, you can pretty much meta the silvers being in 9 if you haven't seen the red ring by about halfway through the seed. But the seed didn't let you not leave items because you were missing dungeons like all over the place, so you couldn't leave any level untouched.
Yeah.
It's a weird seed.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 dungeons you dug, 1 and 3, both of them only had hearts. And then, those later dungeons started one by one having things that opened up the seed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at my tracker right now, and I'm trying to think of anything else it could have been, but 6 had to be the any key.
Yeah.
This was...
we
I didn't mark Raptor.
We have full... I mean, other than seeing the red ring, which we all assume is in 9, we've seen every other item at this point.
Mhm.
And we wrap up. We're going to be sliding over very shortly to game 1 of Shaddy versus C-Phil. So, and that was just a couple of minutes ago. So, before we do pass that torch off, RedBird, do you have any final thoughts?
No, just thank you again for working the match. And I don't think I said that last night before I jetted, but thank you so much. I appreciate Randomania for hosting and Fury for everything that he does, and then you guys for calling it.
Yeah, I think Dark Falls for doing tracking, and Fury for the restream, and GG to both of you. And we don't know when Game 3 is yet.
Tomorrow night, we're gonna do the same
Tomorrow
time, hopefully same place.
All right, well,
Should be a lot of fun. Thank you very much again. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
good luck to
And,
both of you,
and our viewers, stick around for the Shaddy C-Phil match.
all right, have a good night.
Good night.